Okay, 5/7 chord in the C position is what we're going to learn about. We learned about the C chord. Basically, if we build a chord off of the letter C, we call it a C chord. And a chord is basically thirds on the piano. So we're skipping a note between each one. So, C chord is built off of C. If you build it off of D, it would be called a D chord. If you build it off of E, it would be called an E chord. Guess what it's called if you build it off an F? Bingo. And if you build it off of G, it's a G chord. For now, those are major, there's some major chords, there's some minor chords, but I would imagine that you don't care, so I won't tell you. No, you're gonna care. You'll see. It's really good, so for now, this is just little building blocks to get you to there. We call this a 5/7 chord because if you remember we learned about our tonic and dominant note, or our 1, and this is going to be a 5 chord. So basically the 5 notes up from your tonic is your 5 chord, is what you're going to play, or your dominant chord. For now we can call it a G chord, and it's called a 5/7 because we take our G chord and we add a note 7 notes up from the G chord, which is an F. So that would be your true 5/7 chord. It's written right up there on the top. So if you build a chord off of G, it's G, B, D. Go up 7 notes from G, and it is an F. And that is what we call a 5/7 chord. It's not V7, don't say that. It gives me the chills. So that's a kind of hard chord to try. You should try to play it, and you'll kind of see how it's a little uncomfortable at first. So they rearranged that chord to make it a little easier. So instead of G, B, D, F, we put the B on the bottom and the G on the top. It's called an inversion, so it's a little easier to play. And it's just a really common way they play it in classical music. So they give you a couple warm-ups. Basically, you take that, move that down, and then add the note on top. That's your 5/7 chord. Or in the right hand, move it down, and then add your second up on top. So that's all written out right there. Make sure you understand that because it's help you a lot to play that harmony sounds. Okay? Not very hard to play. It's just a big concept because they're going to be everywhere. 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 Every song. Like everywhere. For real. So learn those really good. Bye.